Hey there, church. How you doing today? Today we're going to be in Luke chapter 2. In Luke chapter 2, the very first verse, it says, "It came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed, with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child." Isn't it funny that some king decides that he's going to take money from the entire world? Everybody, the whole world is going to be taxed. What arrogance is that? That is so arrogant. He thinks that because it's his kingdom that it's the entire world. It's not the entire world. But he's going to go and he's going to, pronounce his decree, and he's going to make it so that everybody has to go to their town. And I'm sure he has a wonderful plan, and all of his advisors, they've helped him figure out how to do this, and they've got the infrastructure in place, and they know when the people get to their cities that they're going to be the tax people there, and they're going to count them, they're going to tax them, and they're going to do all that. And so while Caesar is planning to take, God is planning to give. And so God uses the designs of this godless king to effect history. I mean, he changes history with his gift of a Savior. So Caesar is taking, God is giving. Which event really has affected the world more? Well, I'd say it's the latter. God's giving always affects the world more. And so in the midst of this, and I tried to emphasize as I was reading, I'll wait until my neighbor's trailer passes by. So I tried to emphasize while I was reading the word tax and taxing, because it's in verse 1, it's in verse 2, it's in verse 3, it's in verse 5. Yeah, so it's all over the place, just to remind us that this is the event that is causing Joseph to go to Bethlehem. And it's Caesar's plan, at least he thinks it's his plan. And God is using the actions of a wicked king to bring about the salvation of the world through the birth of a Savior, through a little lady that nobody knows. Nobody knows her in Bethlehem, that's for certain. Nobody probably knows Joseph much in Bethlehem. Even though his family's from there, he lives in Nazareth. He probably grew up in Nazareth, and so he's going off to a place that he doesn't even know. And so the people are there in Nazareth, they're waiting. In Bethlehem, they're waiting. They're going to tax, Joseph and Mary and all the rest. And yet, God is there too, planning, because the wise men are going to come, and the shepherds are going to come, and the people are going to come, and the Savior's going to be born there, and eventually he's going to be in a little house there, and eventually they're going to leave there. And it all happens right there in Bethlehem around an event that a man plans, who thinks it's going to affect the entire world, and what affects the entire world is the coming of a Savior. It's just a wonderful passage to remind us about the sovereignty of God. He even uses the plans of wickedness to accomplish his purpose. So don't worry about what the government might do or might not do. Let's just be obedient, and let's follow the Lord and imitate Christ, and he'll take care of the rest. I hope you guys are doing well today. I love you. I'll see you on Sunday.